This is the basic guideline to solve the problem involving oblique impact. Okay, so the first one is we draw before and after diagram. You know how to draw that one, before and after, and then you have to compare the velocity with the in these two before and after diagram to know that it is oblique or direct impact. Once you know that one, so you know that we will have two axes, which is normal and tangent, anti-axis. So we have to construct this anti-axis. The n-axis, as we say, it is from center to center, and then the t-axis always 90 degree to the first one. Okay, 90 degree to the n-axis. Okay, so now we have the anti-axis. So you have to resolve and label all known velocity. Okay, so you resolve and label meaning that you put it name as VA1 in T direction, VA1 in N direction, and so on. So you resolve into N, and for example we have VA, you will have to resolve this one into VA1 in N axis plus VA1 in T axis, okay, and so on. Now you have resolved and label known velocity, and then you can solve for T axis. Okay, so the T axis, the velocity before and after impact is same. Okay, you just carry forward, before impact, after impact will be same velocity, same in terms of magnitude and also the direction. So you don't have to calculate that one, it will be same. So once you know before impact, you can put it after impact. Okay, same, if you have after impact the value is given, you can put it on before impact. Okay, the value, the magnitude and also the direction will be same for T axis. So you only have to solve now for N axis. So assume the direction of N axis that you didn't know. You don't know the magnitude, but you have to assume the direction of N axis. And now you can solve using these two equations. Okay, conservation of momentum and also coefficient of restitution. And again, make sure that it is only for N axis because the T axis you already solve here. Okay, so you only have one N axis. Again, you have two equation. Maybe maximum you can have two unknown. So you have two equation, you have two unknown, so you can solve for this one. Okay, so let's see this question. I think you can see clearly. Exercise 7.15, page 145. So we have two identical ball collides with velocity and direction as shown. If the coefficient of restitution E is 0.7 and velocity of ball A after impact is vertical. Okay, say it is vertical. Determine the velocity of ball B just after the impact. Okay, so let's go. So the first step is to draw before and after diagram. So we have exercise 7.15, page 146. So before and after diagram. So here I will have the first one, before, and this one is for after impact. Okay, and then we want to construct anti-axis because we know it is a oblique impact. Okay, given the velocity, not if you draw the center to center n-axis, which is this one. Okay, you can see that the velocity, one or more of the velocity is not in line with n-axis, so it is an oblique impact. So center to center n-axis. Okay, and then we have to draw the t-axis, which is 90 degree to this end, and we will put it right in the middle of these two balls. So we have this t-axis, and here is 90 degree and t-axis. Okay, now we have drawn the before and after impact. Okay, So this is ball A, ball B, A and B. Okay. Okay, so ball A and ball B. So given the coefficient of resolution is 0.7. Now, we have constructed the anti-axis. We want to resolve and label all known velocity. So, the velocity here is given. Here we have VA1 is 5 meter per second. So, we want to resolve into N and T. So, once I want to resolve, so I will have here. So, this one is VA1 N, which is equal to 5. So we have the actual velocity is come from here, so I have to resolve. So 5, this is 5, this is given 30, so here is also 35 cos 30. Okay, and the second one is will be this one, VA1T, which is equal to 5 sin 30. Okay, second one is given here. Okay, the velocity is here, this is 30. So you want to resolve, we will have, okay, if I have this one, so 30. So I will have one which is here. This is VB1N, which is equal to given it is VB1, and angle is 30, so cos 30, and the other one will be here, which is VB1T equal to VB1 sin 30. Okay, so now we have resolve and label the known velocity, and then we have here given the other one. Here is this one, VA2. Okay, and it is said in the question also that the velocity of ball A after impact is vertical, meaning that only the component of VA2 exists. So indirectly we can know that the VA2 in n direction is equal to 0, because it said that only VA2 is already here. So VA2 is also equal to VA2 and VA2T. Okay, VA2T. Okay, so now we have resolved, and then we want to solve for T axis, which is the velocity in T will be same from here to before and after impact. So we will just put the velocity in T direction. So in other way, we have VA2 which is equal to VA2T, and it is said that this is same as VA before the impact. So this whole thing is equal to 5 sin 30. Okay, this whole thing is equal to 5 sin 30. And then for VB2, which is here, will be same. VB2T is same as VB1T, which is equal to VB1 sin 30. Okay, the only thing that we didn't know is VB2 in n direction. So we can assume either after impact it goes to the left or to the right. Let's say we assume it will go to the right. So this is VB2N. Okay, so VB2N, and the direction is to the right. Okay, so from here you can see that you have, this is known. The only unknown is VB1. Okay, which is VB1, and also VB2N. Okay, VB2T, which is equal to VB1. So we only have the unknown VB1 and VB2. Only have two unknown. So now we have two unknown. Okay. Okay. Now we are on the fourth step, which is solve for T axis. and we already assume the unknown velocity, so we can solve using two equation, coefficient of restitution and conservation of momentum. Okay, for n axis, because the t axis we already know. Okay, so I put away this book. So we go to first one. Given that we have E is equal to 0.07, so we know the E is 0.7. Okay, so the question asks, determine the velocity of B just after impact. So we want to know this VB2, this one and this one, in order to know the VB. Okay, so first equation, we can use coefficient of restitution. For example, we have coefficient of restitution E equal to VB to n minus VA to n divided by VA1n minus VB1n. Okay, and one more thing that we know is the question said two identical ball, meaning that we can have MA is equal to MB, because it said it is identical. So MA will be equal to MB. Okay, so E VB to n, so we know that this value is equal to 0.7. So put the equation VB to n. So VB to n is VB to n. So of course VB to n minus VA1 VA to n VA2 in n direction is equal to 0 divided by V